Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We've seen some email from you too.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is John Brakey. I'm an election scrutineer. I came into the state about 8-9 weeks ago because I go from state to state doing what we call track condition reports. I'm not here to talk about what I found in my track condition report. I'm here to endorse hand-marked paper ballots. And when I go into a county, the first thing that I ask the counties is that, what do you do to verify elections? And they say to me that they know that the election results are right because they do a logic and accuracy test, which is a good test. It's a necessity. But also a logic and accuracy test is about the same thing as a Volkswagen emission test, because it also proves that the car was working right. In this country, 580,000 Volkswagen diesels were sold into this country, and it went through emissions maybe as much as 2 million times and passed emissions every time. I want you to know that that computer and that machine was built to cheat. It knew it was being tested because the back wheels had a sensor, and the sensor said, hey, you're being tested, don't act right, okay? We need a system that we can have elections that are transparent, trackable, and publicly verified. And the reason we have to have it, the cynicism in this country is out of hand. 44% of the American people in this country who could vote don't vote. Some of those people belong to what I call the Mark Twain Party. That's the party that believes that if elections made a difference, they wouldn't let us do it. We need to work hard to make elections transparent, trackable, and publicly verified. I want you to know, in the 2016 election, Hillary Clinton, at the 44%, was the people who didn't vote. That means that Hillary got 26%, Trump got 25%, 3% went to other parties. But I want you to know, in 1932, another man did better. He got 34%, and that was Adolf Hitler. Our democracy only works when we, the people, make it work. You know, I'm a grandfather, and I'm very concerned what's happening in this country. You know, we have turned into tribes, and we are not working together. And I thank you, Dr. Spearman, for working with me and helping us organize a coalition in this state to lead and to be able to do something that he said that was very important. He sits on a board. And in Florida, he said, you know, when people come in and criticize me after a decision, why weren't you here beforehand? We are here beforehand. Yes. And I thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. President.
We now have the Reverend Anthony Spearman, whom I've met only by email recently. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. I am the Reverend Dr. T. Anthony Spearman, the President of the North Carolina NAACP, and as an avid voter, taught by parents who had to fight for the right to vote, 100 years after the right to vote was constitutionally theirs, I'm proud to announce that I have cast a ballot in every election, midterm, off-term, and presidential since my 18th birthday. Additionally, after serving or seizing the opportunity to get involved as a precinct worker about 15 years ago in the state of North Carolina, and moving from computer specialist to judge to chief judge, and presently serving as a member of the Guilford County Board of Elections, I've done my best to ensure that I do my due diligence in all matters pertaining to those who vote in my precinct. I just come today to compel you, the members of the State Board of Elections, and you, our newly appointed Executive Director, to always do your due diligence, especially in restoring trust to our voting process. Frankly and personally speaking, I do not believe that a 20-minute public demonstration is enough to time for due diligence. But that's my opinion. I do believe, however, that we should not let the perfect become the enemy of the good. I've heard it said that time is not on our side as it relates to changing our process and systems. Time must always be on our side. especially when it comes to voting. Let us not become complicit with those who are seeking to destroy our democracy. Thank you.